Hey guys, Chris back with another Walking Dead video, and today we're talking about Season 7, Episode 6, called Swear. So, getting into a lot of comic book stuff on this episode, we meet a new group called Ocean Tide, which is this group that is just solely based in another part of the area where Tara and Heath were exploring, and it's based just with women. And apparently they have their own score to settle along with the Saviors, as well as Alexandria, the Hilltop, and the Kingdom. So it's likely what we're going to see going forward and into probably the second half of the season is going to be a lot of March to War stuff, but likely what will happen is that Ocean Tide, the Kingdom, Alexandria, and the Hilltop will likely join forces to fight against Negan and the Saviors, culminating into the all-out war. But for the most part, the episode was basically about what Tara and Heath had been up to since last season when they left on their 2-week scavenge. And a lot of it just happened to be with Tara and Heath sort of not sure of how long they were going to go on or when they were going to come back, and they hadn't found anything. And I mean, this episode was really more so about Tara, if anything, just her own struggle, and that she found this community on her own, and that it sort of built her into a stronger person. And then her coming back to Alexandria, finding out, oh yeah, her girlfriend Denise is dead, Glenn is dead, Abraham is dead, and Alexandria is living under this rule that's of consequences done at the satellite. And they talk about a lot of what they did when they were trying to kill Negan's outpost of saviors back in season 6. A lot of what it means, what it culminated eventually to Negan taking over as having Alexandria provide for him, and all these different things. But mainly, the episode was sort of a little bit less than what I thought it would have been. I mean, it was still great. I mean, it introduced a new community, which is good, which means another community to add onto when we get to All Out War. But likely going forward, as we reach these last 2 episodes of the first half of Season 7, what we're likely going to be seeing is definitely heading into comic book territory. So likely, I would say probably if it's possible, and this I'm just spitballing here, but probably the second half of Season 7, if not the last episode of Season 7, will probably be All Out War. It all really depends on these next 2 episodes. Next episode is definitely going to be coming directly out of the comic What Comes After, when Carl goes and attempts to kill Negan, and he's in the back of his truck. That's straight out of What Comes After. There's likely going to be a lot of comic book hints from that episode, as well as Jesus going in there to figure out Negan's base of operation. So just little tidbits here and there, but Rick and his group are still not aware of the Kingdom yet. It's likely they might find out about them maybe next episode, if not the mid-season finale. We'll see, but likely where they're gearing up to, there haven't been a ton of March to War stuff apart from when we met Ezekiel and he had his whole speech back in episode 2 when he talked to Carol about his profession before the actual apocalypse. But other than that, we're slowly gearing towards March to War and All Out War, it seems like. I'm going to try and see if I can do more research on Ocean Tide. I'm not really familiar with their whole backstory, but likely what they did is they fit their story into the Negan All Out War story that's coming up to give Rick, the Hilltop, and the Kingdom more fuel to burn when it comes to stopping Negan. But let me know what you guys thought about episode 6 of season 7 of The Walking Dead. If you're looking forward to next episode and what you think is going to happen. You think they're moving too fast with the pace that they're going? Do you think that they're moving a little bit at the right speed? Because obviously they can't go exactly straight up into all out war. They have to go slowly because they don't want to catch up exactly to the comics, or else they're going to run out of material and everything. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode. I am Chris. I hope you enjoyed this Walking Dead review, and I will see you in the next video. Adios.